Mm.
Is it good?
The chicken is actually perfect. I was worried.
Why were you worried?
Because it was so thin. See? There's always that, that's what she said, joke. Hey, welcome to Together Bistro.
What we like to call food for thought.
I love
You
it.
take it.
Welcome to another episode of Together Bistro. I wanted to thank, we've had so much success over the last 3 episodes.
Yeah. Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. I really want to deeply thank our 4 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be where we are without you. One is your mom, one is mine. So the other 2, thank you so much. And
With this growth, we'll have 120 by the end of the year.
hey, that's not bad actually. No, but we hope that you enjoy the recipes that we're bringing, the conversations that we bring. We're kind of opening up our doors, showing who we are, and probably a better version of who we are, to be honest. And we'll keep posting every day. We're posting on Instagram. We have 50 followers now, which is awesome. And yeah, we keep posting step by step every day because one of the things we notice is we cook a lot. And
every
so
day.
it felt like a wasted opportunity to only be recording once per week like we're doing.
That's
So what do we bring today?
We have Seco de pollo, which is a typical Peruvian dish. I've had it in Peru, fell in love with it. I also had the chance to fall in love with hazel soy, also from Peru.
I like it. Mmm.
So,
Sabe a Peru. It tastes like Peru.
carajo,
Carajo.
delicious. You are such a good cook. You're a chef.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to be making one of my favorite dishes.
Is mine too?
Yeah. How convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
so-
had this in Peru.
Better than mine?
I love it. Of course it is better than you.
Yes, I am. Not only better, it's yours suck. No, ours is pretty good too. So my friend Anna, thank you Anna, recommended or asked for a Peruvian dish. And I had about a week to think about it, and I kept going back and forth, ají de gallina, chao, fatarín saltado. But I landed on Seco. It is a very special dish. For me, it has brought me back to growing up. The smells of it, like the cilantro, the onion, the garlic, the ají. Look how good it smells.
Mm.
And especially, and how funny how memories are made in the simplest ways. I remember with my grandma helping her take each of these out of its socket, should we say it like that? Vaina? I don't even know what it's called, but where the peas actually come in. And having these amazing conversations. And it also takes me back to that moment where I would be doing that. That was my task. And then I would be learning just by watching how to chop up onions, garlic. Yeah, and I think that through this dish is where my love for cooking came.
What I love about the way Peruvians cook is that they gather these very basic ingredients and they find a way of, by mixing them all together, they come up with these incredible flavors. And you've told me the story that this is somehow for the food poor people ate, no? Because of the ingredients involved.
So I believe you're confusing this with lomo saltado. Yeah. But yeah, I think in Peru in general, it's all about never wasting because we don't have enough. So every ingredient,
Las sobras.
las sobras, yeah, every ingredient counts. But I know that you did a little bit of research as to where the name comes from.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you.
Why?
Because you're gonna disagree with me and you're gonna call me crazy. And it has to do with Ecuador.
Oh, then never mind, leave it out.
So the name Seco, there's some theory, some crazy theory in the internet that Seco comes from British working in the mines in the north of Peru, south of Ecuador, and whenever they wanted to ask for more, they will say second, and then the natives, the Peruvians or the Ecuadorians, will understand seco, and eventually.
Rubbish!
I know. So
I've
yeah.
been waiting to say that.
Rubbish.
You shared that story. It sounds like rubbish.
It sounds like the internet, yes.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to put it out there.
Yeah. But if you know the origins of it, let us know.
Yeah.
We will be making chicken seco. There are multiple types. How do you say cabrito?
Lamb?
Yeah. I think we need to relearn Spanish.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be doing that for sure.
Duolingo, Spanish.
So chicken is one of the easiest recipes to make when it comes to seco, because beef, it requires a little bit more experience in the kitchen. But this is simple, and we're going to show you how to make it now. So for our seco, we have our amazing potatoes. If this was Peru, we would have yellow potatoes, but we have these potatoes that we're boiling, and then we're going to saute them before we serve. We have our protagonist, chicken breast, and then we have our second protagonist, our hero, most important, cilantro. This is processed. It began like this, and now it looks like this thanks to our amazing magic bullet and thanks to some vegetable broth, which we will use also for the sauce. We then have carrots, lots of onions, and peas. These are so pretty. And of course, we have cumin. No Peruvian dish is made without cumin. Ají, which is another protagonist. Pepper. Alexa, stop. Garlic. And salt. That alarm was for the rice. And finally, no seco is done without dark beer. This is some Guinness. So one thing I wanted to mention is you'll hear a lot of the dishes that we make have ají. It's from a pepper from Peru called ají. And it's really hard to find it here. I do find it like this in a can, or you can find it in a paste in some of the international stores. Here in Austin, it's called Fiesta. Not the purest. If you can find them frozen, that would be a super win, because they put all kinds of preservatives on them. But this brand in particular, I like. So yeah. Okay, so one of the important things is to put the heat on medium when you're starting to make it, because you don't want the oil to burn. This oil will stay with you throughout. How about that? So it's where all the ingredients are going to come together. And we're going to start by searing, making it golden, the chicken. These are pretty large breasts. That's what he said. Finally, one he said joke. I've been waiting for that. And we're just gonna season a little bit, not too much, because all the seasoning is going to go into the sauce. A little pepper, not too much. Okay, so we're just gonna patiently wait. We wanna accomplish, we want to reach goldness like this.
Si tú que me decías que yo nunca podría, pues mira que aquí estoy, trayendo guapería. Con el Sambo 21 vengo suave y vacilando. Y a todo el mundo aquí estoy invitando, pa' que te agarres, pa' que te subas.
5 more minutes and we'll be done. Voila. And here Iñaki is frying not frying, but what do you call this? Sauteing the potatoes. Okay.
While this is finishing, I was inspired by the anecdote you shared with us about your grandmother taking the peas one by one from the vaina. And it made me think about that emotion that we feel sometimes, that is nostalgia. And nostalgia comes from the Greek, nostos, which means return, to return.
Oh.
And algos, from algia, in Greek means suffering. So we literally feel the suffering for returning.
Longing.
The longing for returning. And that feeling of something inside of you aches at the memory of what the past used to be. So nostalgia is a very powerful feeling, I think. And I do feel it when I think about my family and my being a little kid growing up in Spain, in Madrid. So, which is written by Kundera. This quote is from Milan Kundera, from the book The Ignorance. And basically, when he talks about nostalgia in the book, he talks about the idea that we choose to ignore the parts of our life from the past that are not good, and eventually everything in our past becomes good, and that's why we have nostalgia for the past, because we only remember
the good moments.
Yeah, Milan Kundera. If you haven't read a book,
he's amazing.
Read The Joke by Milan Kundera. We'll add a link.
The Joke.
The Joke. No joking.
No joking. One thing that I was inspired to think when you were saying how your moment would be returning to a particular time in life when you weren't prepared to live or to enjoy to the fullest.
Yeah.
How cool would it be if we could go back to, I don't know, a moment like that in time with all the wisdom and the knowledge that we have now?
Yeah.
Or even like our parents, imagine them older now, wiser and smarter. I don't know, what would be one moment that you would return to? Maybe as you're having this dish with your family or your friends, what would be a moment that now, with everything that you know, you would go back to and maybe just enjoy it fully?
I think this inspires me to remember a quote that says, "The youth is wasted on the young."
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're getting so old, especially
yeah,
you.
we're quoting, I'm so old. I'm gonna start picking peas very soon. From the vina.
I just turned 43.
1, 2, 20,
how old are you?
30,
How old are you?
54, turning 55.
You?
Turning 56, 57, 58.
Oh, you're getting old. I'm sorry. Encouragement.
Did you turn this up?
Yeah, I did, because it was burning.
Well, who wanted to raise the fire because it wasn't golden?
¿Y qué pasó?